Oh, I love the PTSD that anyone that played NieR Replicant has. I mean, I played NieR Automata before NieR Replicant, so it meant absolutely nothing to me. But then, like, you play Replicant and you're like, oh, and then you see them now in the anime, you're like, oh. Play the music, damn it. Mate, if they played the Resistance Camp music, it's just gonna be perfect. It's just gonna be perfect. The music in this game is just absolutely phenomenal. And every single area in the game has its own unique music. Like, it is just beautiful. And I like the detailing that they had throughout, showing the different scenes, the foliage, the buildings, the trees, the roots. It was just, yeah, it just takes you right back. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I know the resistance camp, like when you go in, you kind of go next to the buildings, you take a right and you take a quick left. But like this sort of explanation makes sense as to why the machines can't actually get in there. Besides the fact that it's a strategic bottleneck, it's just kind of like, well, there's a giant piece of, I don't think it's iron, I think it's like steel. There's a giant massive piece of steel there that's just blocking the way. Like, you know, it just makes sense. It's really nice. Oh, it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting. I like it. I like it. And they're already doing all the hinting and everything. It's just, yeah. I like how they're doing all the hinting already. I really wonder how they're going to introduce A2. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, they're definitely adapting it, but they're kind of doing it, you know? There's definitely going to be rewatch value for a lot of people. I just hope people haven't not played the game or not watched the game and then are watching this because everything that I'm discussing is kind of spoilery. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, there it is. Perfection. Oh, look what's here. Look what's here. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. What the hell? What is this, Juju Kaisen? Oh, there are the machines. There they are. So close, yet so far away. Oh, this music. What does she actually do with that thing? What the hell is this? Attack on Titan? Oh, they're going to the desert. Wait a minute. They're going to the desert. Oh, God. This stream is about to get demonetized. Ah, it's okay. It's what happens every single time in those hot tub streams. Except with yoga pants on. Ah, the jukebox. Oh, 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 it chills down my spine. You see, this is how you adapt something in a game, or from a game into an anime, making it slightly different, but in a way also improving it, because you're cutting a lot of time out of the whole process of running there, meeting up with Jackass, killing a few enemies, running a bit further, Jackass running ahead, blowing the thing up. You see what I mean? Like, they adapted it, but it's good. It still has that core essence, and it made it a little bit amusing and funny. As opposed to some places that just outright changed something for absolutely no reason whatsoever, even though originally it worked perfectly as it was. So I really like what they're doing with this anime. Especially the music. They decided to play the music from the jukebox before we went to the desert. But they did it because it's like, whoa, shit, the PTSD is starting to show. The music hits us as well. We know exactly what she means by it, but it's also the music for the next scene. And it's just slowly picking up. It's just so well done. Oh! Am I the only one that felt that chill down their spine? What the hell are you doing with this? Well, this improved the scene so much more. Oh man, that was such a good way to do that. I like it. Very well done. I feel called out. This is gonna be interesting. Why does it have hair? Well, strap in. How is the title still for The Walking Dead? I updated it. Ah, I absolutely love when Twitch errors. I updated it on the website before we started. And of course, it didn't update properly even though I updated it. Why? Why, Twitch? I know everyone's still on holiday, but how can the website break like this? How can the whole website break by not having people? Do your errors just keep compounding? And then you just have people manually fixing the problems in real time instead of actually fixing the issues with your website? Seriously, how does a multi-billion-dollar company struggle like this? Wait a minute, YouTube struggles the same way. What the fuck? Thank you for telling me. Wait, this is not what's supposed to be here. There's supposed to be something very different here. Something very inappropriate here. Where is the inappropriate stuff? Give me the inappropriate stuff. Pillars. Men. There they are. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have a bunch of Twitch streamers doing yoga. I still remember when I was playing this for the first time and everyone was just spamming in chat, this cannot continue. And I was like, what the fuck? And it just kept going, it just kept going. I was just like, ah. And then for the next like 2-3 minutes, I was just like, ah. Because up until that point in the game, it was just hack and slash the machine blows up, right? You don't have to think about it too much. And then this happened. And it was like, what? And then this thing happened. And it's like dripping and... But is it dead? You have to appreciate the detail of the rib leaving the body and then the rib turning into Eve. You have to appreciate that. As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, shit. If we know anything about anime, your length of hair represents how powerful you are. And they've got some long hair. And you don't. So, food chain, you're no longer on the top. Oh, come on! How is that the end already? Oh! They just cockblocked us, didn't they? Oh! But you gotta admit, that was fucking good. Admit it, it was good. Admit it, they did that entire section in under 20 minutes, but it had everything it needed to have, plus a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of comedy. It had the cutscene of them finding the residential complex, the machines running away. This cannot, like, they fit it within 20 minutes. You have to appreciate how well it was done. That was really well done. And it was polished. Yeah, I mean, look at Sephiroth with his hair length to show how strong he is. They're basically machine Sephiroth. L'Oreal, because you're worth it. Like, seriously. The facade cutscene and wedding is a bit sad and a bit painful. You know what that is? That's just like, alright, you know about NieR Replicant. Can you also animate that? Admit it. Admit it. Admit it, we all want it. Execute the task of introducing multiple endings from the video game. Uh-huh. Which one are you going to do this time? The boar, deer, and butterfly. Oh, puppet play. Okay, cool. Your heart force was annihilated and Earth went on to become a paradise for the machines. Like the wind. Admit it, they know what they're doing. This is what happens when the people that are creating it actually love what they do. This is what you get. This is a good adaptation. The rest of you animation companies, please take notes. This is a good adaptation. It's a really good one. Watch Square Enix make record profits after this. And they deserve it. As long as they keep funding projects like this, I will give them money. I don't care. If you keep making high quality stuff like this, I will give you my money. So you can make more high quality stuff like this. Capitalism. It's how it works. There's not much that I could say. There honestly isn't. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I hope that the hiatus gets resolved. I hope that the quality does not suffer as a result of the hiatus. I'm more than willing to wait as long as the quality is there. Like, it's that simple. Fingers crossed. I can't see any reason why an anime like this, wouldn't continue on. Obviously, Square Enix has greenlit the project because they're investing in it. They know that it's going to make money, particularly after NieR Automata and NieR Replicant did so well. I think it's a great way to open the door to a much broader audience, particularly the anime community. If they get a taste for this, they're definitely going to pick up the game. And after they binge the crap out of the game, they'll probably pick up Replicant. Again, they'll binge the crap out of it. There is a good possibility that after this, they actually animate NieR Replicant. It's a huge possibility, especially if this anime does really well. It just makes logical sense. And then there's like an even bigger possibility that they might do a remake of Drakengard 3. Reason I say Drakengard 3 and not Drakengard 1 or 2 is because Drakengard 3 has those elements which make it catchy. You know what I mean? Obviously it has the dragons, but it also has Zero and some of the other characters, which are really easy for people to like. They've got those strong personalities and character traits, which are really, really easy to be like, aha, I really like that character, and it would adapt really well into a game. So I'm really hopeful they do that, because one, I haven't played Drakengard 3. Two, it's riddled with FPS and performance issues. I can't really be bothered buying a game that has those types of issues. But after NieR Replicant got that remake, it makes sense to do something like that, Obviously, there were hardware complications and shortcuts and issues during development. Now's a good opportunity to resolve all of those. And even potentially, instead of having corridors like they did in Drakengard 1, 2, and 3, they can make it more open world like they did NieR Replicant and NieR Automata. They can invest the money into it and actually build the world a lot more than they previously could or did because of whatever restrictions that they had, whether it be time, funding, programming, memory space on the PlayStations, processing power on the PlayStation 3, all these other things. So they've got the opportunity now because the PlayStation 5 is a beast of a system. It can handle a lot. And we've seen what it can handle with games like Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima. Like, you can build a good world. You can build a lot of elements, a lot of moving NPCs. Combat can be spectacular, even if you have the dragon flying in and breathing fire and like 50, 60, 100 units going around independently firing. Like, we've seen it. It can be done. You could see it in Ghost of Tsushima with a lot of the samurai warriors, with, all the archers, the swords, the music. It can be done. So 100%, I really hope they actually do that. And it makes sense. If the franchise is making a crap ton of money, and every time you release a game, you make money, every time you release the anime, it gets a good reception, it makes sense that you're going to keep throwing money at the franchise. It's a bit like Final Fantasy, right? The formula's working. Just keep stoking that fire. Keep adding wood to it. It just makes sense, Yeah, stuff like this and Dim's other animal based on games like Persona 4 anime, for example, are really good since people love the games and develop the story. I haven't actually watched any of the Persona animes. I have seen like that one OVA from Persona 5, which people linked me, which was really nice. And that sort of stuff, yeah. when it's adapted in that format that it doesn't necessarily replace the game itself, but it enriches the experience. It either enriches your experience if you've already played the game, or it gives you an amazing taste of the game without actually spoiling much of it, you know? And that incentivizes you to play the game and then you enjoy the game. So it's a very much a yin-yang relationship. It's a difficult balance to pull off, but I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised, but I'm very happy and pleasantly, I don't want to say pleasantly surprised, because I had a feeling any project involving Square Enix and Yoko Taro was set up for success because they're very much perfectionists. But I am happy that it turned out this way, because there's a lot of projects that get greenlit and then too many shortcuts are made, or the people working on them are just not the right people, you know? Like, there might be an amazing director and some sort of thing, but they haven't played the game. It's not their passion. They don't understand the world inside and out like the back of their hand. And you need people like that when you're making an adaptation, particularly when you have to make difficult decisions and whittle down like 90 minutes of gameplay into 20 minutes. There's a lot to cut. You have to really understand the game and the world to make that call of what's important and what isn't important. And someone that hasn't even played the game simply cannot do that. It's just fucking stupid. But unfortunately, with the way the world works, they give people like that creative control over projects, and then they wonder why it's a piece of shit. But anyway, I like that Quentin Tarantino basically said that animation is just another medium. You shouldn't be saying like, oh, anime, bad because it's anime. It's like, no, it's another medium. You've got movies, you've got music, you've got books, you've got games. Anime is just another medium of expression, and you can do different things with it. You shouldn't be going like, oh, I'm not going to watch it because it's an anime, just because it's anime. It's like, are you fucking stupid? Have you seen the amount of CGI in movies nowadays? Half this time, you can't even call it a movie anymore. It's just an animated film. It's got CGI everywhere. Like, the actors aren't even in the same room when it was recorded. Everyone's using a green screen, and everyone's being transpositioned onto environments and whatnot. So most modern day films are more anime than anime. It's ridiculous, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know how some people can just point at anime and be like, it's anime, therefore it's bad. It's like, I don't know, man. And then they go off and watch an entire CGI film, and they're like, oh, this is awesome. It's like, what the F's the difference? You know? You don't like because it's 2.5D. Oh, wow. Interesting line to draw, but okay. Or maybe you don't like it because it's from Japan. I think that kind of reflects you a lot more than the actual medium itself. You racist, you know? People are weird. People are weird. And then they go off and watch like Simpsons and Futurama and South Park, and they're like, haha, this is art. And it's like, I'ma slap you. So, hope you guys had a blast. I did. I'm of course going to edit this out for Patreon with the audio, YouTube without the audio, because YouTube copyright system is what it is. Quick little break, and then we're watching some The Last of Us.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.